Hi, this is Adrian, and today we will be making French press coffee. And for our first step, we need to get some boiling water. I'll be using this cup mesh, and I'll be doing two cups today, but in reality, I'm just going to drink one. While this water gets boiling hot, we will be doing the extra steps in a parallel movement. Here we will be grinding the coffee beans. Waiting first is the first step. Then we grind it and throw them in the French press uh, thing. Today we're right now out of coffee, so we will need to be going to take some more from the pantry. The last person that made coffee didn't fill out the other cup. Something from the pantry, the fresh coffee beans. I like to maintain my grains of beans of, of coffee fresh, so I keep them here. And the thing is that it is easier to have this small container here in the workstation than going to the pantry to take 40 grams or whatever size cup we're making from the pantry. So as for now, the water is still boiling, and we will be taking this back to the pantry. This was an extra step that many times we don't need to do it, but now we will be weighing out our quantity that we want from coffee. We have here the scale. So we take the top of the grinder machine in order to don't use extra extra things I need to clean more. Okay, so for a cup of coffee, we will be using, I like to do like 30 grams of coffee beans. Oh, I missed. Now we have it like that, 30 grams. The next step is to grind it. We will want the grind as large as possible. Like we don't need the coffee to be really grinded. Like to stir it a bit. This step is a little bit harder. We need to get the grinder upside down in order to the coffee do not spill, and we get this out. It smells really beautiful. Like this we want the coffee. Our next step is to get the coffee in the French press. So we took no time from that. And then take the coffee press to the station that the water is boiling. And I have here my thermometer and my cup of coffee. It have passed like 7 minutes and the water is boiling right now. So the next step is to bloom the coffee. It's a really important step because the acidity comes from the carbon dioxide inside the coffee. We just need to add 10% of the whole, just to cover the coffee beans right here. I interrupted the video because I didn't want to get burned. And with the wooden stick, it's really important it to be wood. Stir the coffee mixture with water in order to create these bubbles that are the CO2 trapped inside the beans. Here we have an example of the steps that we need, and if it is an interior process or exterior. It has happened 1 minute since we stopped stirring the coffee, and it should have bloomed by now. So the next step is to add the rest of the water that we need. It's like some more, something like that. Yeah, and wait 5 minutes in order for the coffee to get impregnated to the water. While we wait the 5 minutes, everything is reordered by now, and we're only waiting for the coffee to be done. The time has now passed, and I don't really like to to push the mesh, the filter, because it produces that the coffee grinds gets in the water. So we will be pouring now. Now enjoy a beautiful cup of French pressed coffee.